Amazon recently announced a massive layoff. And hence I work at Audible that is a part of Amazon, the news felt really close to my skin. Only once the pressure started fading away, I realized that not everyone was prepared for the news. I watched some people got shocked. They never thought it could happen to them or to their colleagues, and others were calm, organized, and kind of ready to move on quickly. And I have a strong point that the difference I observed isn't the luck or personality type. It's all about the preparation. To be fair, I was making sure that I personally ready for any news that may come my way. So in this video, I want to share with you how you get yourself ready to meet any news gracefully. And to me, the prep work consists of three main pillars: financial, professional, and emotional. All of them are equally important, and let's start straight away from the financial aspect. I know you heard already a lot on my channel and other bloggers who talk about financial literacy already that the first and foremost thing you need to do is to have your emergency fund. With that, you should be able to cover at least 3 to 6 months of living expenses. So calculate how much money you spend on regular months and multiply this number by 3 or better by 6 months and start parking some money aside today, even if you can make only €100 for now. Check a separate video on my channel if you need more practical tips about working on your personal emergency fund. Also, if you see yourself in the risk for layoff, you need to keep your fixed costs low. Postpone major new financial commitments like new car, expensive rent, maybe luxury traveling, at least for a while. Don't do massive financial commitments during the time of instability. And if you can, take away the optional expenses from your monthly budget and better put them into your emergency saving for now. It's not going to be like this forever, I'm pretty sure. Make it as a challenge to prioritize your emergency fund for now. And one more, don't depend 100% on your single paycheck. Start monetizing the skills and knowledge you have, even if you got maybe €100 a month. The biggest benefit of having supplementary income is not about the money right now. It's about the confidence that it confirms that you have already the skills that other people are willing to pay for. Remember, when layoff happens, your saving becomes your freedom. That's why having your personal budget prepared for these radical changes is giving you options to choose your next move. Moving on to the professional preparation. Under any circumstances, I'll recommend you always to keep your CV and LinkedIn profile updated. Even if you love your job and you literally don't think that layoff ever would happen in your professional sphere. You should always be prepared to apply for the new opportunities that randomly may occur on your professional way and to have a walkaway power to choose better options or not tolerate the toxic working environment. Also track your career achievements and document measurable results. Don't forget to keep, of course, all the confidential details aside, but write down the accomplishments for your track of record. I can, for example, advise you to create a prize folder on your laptop or in your mailbox where you will send all the feedback, positive feedback, of course, you receive from your colleagues for your professional achievements to keep your memory fresh on the projects that took place long in the past. And by checking this folder, you would actually boost your confidence and keep your imposter syndrome away when you are evaluating if you are ready for your new career move. And don't forget to work on professional relationships as well, not just with your current team, but across departments and industries in general. Keep the regular coffee chats or lunch breaks with people you know from your professional life. I personally like to invest some time into one-on-one personal connection rather than just go into massive random networking event. That's why I always choose quality over quantity. You can choose different strategy. The main point here, you need to have the wide professional network to stay on top of the market's offer. And always use the chance to keep learning. Right now, professionals who can adopt AI quickly becoming the performers in high demand. So I recommend you to take online courses or do some assignments, share the interest on the side project for improving something in your team right now. Challenge yourself to gain new skills that will ultimately make you more resilient to the surrounding changes in professional fields. Remember, you don't control the company decisions, but you always control your loyalty and when you are ready to do the next step. And the last, but definitely not least one, is emotional preparation. You have to understand that there is nothing personal, just business. And your personal identity doesn't tie to your job title. No one tries to insult people by letting them go. For business, it's just a financial decision, and that's it. I understand. Layoffs can feel really personal, but they rarely are. Staying emotionally stable is part of financial literacy. So if you would ever be affected by the sort of decision, treat it as the business task, not as a personal drama. And I understand that it's easier said than done, but in 1 year, the story of layoff will be just a short episode in your professional life that you will casually share with the new colleagues over the lunch one day. Everyone who has been through that let it go already after a while, so it doesn't hurt them anymore. I can say that for me, observing other people sharing their past experience of being impacted by layoffs helps me to think about sudden experience of layoff just as a challenge on the long professional career way. But if you can't detach from the personal feeling and you feel overwhelmed, I'll definitely recommend you to talk to people who can support you. Your friends, besties at work who literally can understand what are you going through, family, or even hire the psychologist to not let yourself struggle alone in the nightmare, but find the support you need right now, and don't be afraid to talk about your fears openly, because by doing this you decrease the intensity of those feelings. And practice seeing your life not just through the job title. Find other definitions of yourself where job is just a part of the equation, not the entire identity. If, for example, you can talk about anything else for more than 5 or 10 minutes on networking event or a date rather than just calling away your job title, you are doing well, and you have already an interest in life with different hobbies. Even if you just like to read the books and you endlessly sit at your home place after work, but you have already tons of different thoughts about your favorite authors, genres, period in the literature, rather than just calling yourself a job title and explaining what's your responsibilities. So keep up with that and find more definitions that give more characteristic to you as the human, not just your job title. And whether you're worried about layoffs or not, take this video as a sign to check your emergency fund, refresh your LinkedIn profile, and plan the next steps for any life scenarios that can change the plot of your career scene drastically. I observed that these huge companies usually give a trend to the whole market, and being prepared doesn't make you paranoid. I'm pretty sure it would make you powerful. So that's why don't sit on the edge of the seat. Get yourself a walkaway power to live when you want. And let's see each other in my next videos. Take care and see you very soon. Bye bye.